everyone, this is Maureen from the Plainfield-Guilford Township Public Library. Today we're going to share some special activities that you can do at home to explore the concepts of light and shadow with your preschoolers. This program is part of the Leap into Science initiative through the Franklin Institute, and the week that we're posting it is Leap into Science Week. First, we're going to go over some of the core concepts behind the Leap into Science learning model. So parents and caregivers, this part of the video is mostly for you. As we go through our activities, you'll see that there are 4 core concepts woven throughout. So we're going to ask our children questions, encourage scientific thinking, cultivate rich dialogue, and make connections. We're going to engage with young learners by assisting them with activities, asking them questions, and helping them out as needed. However, make sure you're acting as a learning guide rather than taking over and doing the project for them. Part of the scientific process is making mistakes and then working through the process to learn from them. So now we're going to talk about light. I'm going to give some sample questions that you can ask your child, but feel free to adapt them or talk about anything else that comes up as part of your conversation. So, when we think about light, what is light? Where have you seen light come from? And what do you think light helps us do? Now we're going to talk about shadows. Where do you see shadows around you right now? I see some under a table that's over here. Can you count the shadows? What do you think you need to make a shadow? And how do you think shadows might change? It's all right if you don't know the answers to all of those questions, because that's exactly what we're going to explore in the rest of this program. In a beam and a burst and a sudden spark, a distant light flashes and brightens the dark. It's a lighthouse, a hero's house, saving ships at sea. Fluorescent waves in a light parade are marching endlessly. Can you guys see where the lighthouse is? It's right in the middle there. Where else do you see some lights? I see some on the cars coming from the headlights. And I see some in the windows in the city. Where else do you see some? A campfire crackles. We hear laughter and smile, songs in the woods, sounds of the wild. There are some shadows on this page. Let's see if we can count them. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Where do you think the shadows are coming from? Whose eyes do we spy perched high in a tree? Owl eyes, catching moonlight to see. Wow, there's all kinds of animals on this page. There's a Luna moth that I see. There's an owl. There's 2 other birds. I think they're owls too. Can you spot any other animals? I see 1 more. Now we're going to try a simple activity. Here is what you will need: a flashlight, a small toy, waxed paper, and a wall or another solid flat surface. Turn off all of the lights. Now turn your flashlight on. See it on the wall? Where do you think the light is coming from? Remember the lighthouse in the book? Does this light look the same or different? Why do you think that is? Now cover the front of the flashlight with a piece of waxed paper. How does the light look different now? Why do you think that is? All right, now you can take off the piece of waxed paper. One of you can hold the flashlight and one of you can hold your small object or toy. Put the toy between the flashlight and the wall. What do you see? What happens when you put the toy closer to the flashlight or farther away? So, now that we have talked about light and shadow, read a book together, done some hands-on exploration, it's time to reflect on what we learned. How did we act as scientists today? Some possible answers include that we experimented, we tried different ways to solve a problem, we observed the world around us. We also took the time to learn about what people already know about light and shadow. And we can take what we've learned today into the future and apply it to different problems or experiments in our lives.